Had a little bit of hot sauce. All right, so instead of car talk today, we're gonna be doing full day of eating. I didn't really plan this thing out. I'm just gonna wing it. So this meal, or these meals, I have sort of like base meals, and then certain days I will, kind of branch off to keep variety up. On Tuesday I'll have some like Mexican food for Taco Tuesday. And on Thursday at our local grocery store, it's steak night. So for $10 you get steak, baked potato, and some green beans. And then it comes with a dinner roll, but since I'm cutting, I don't eat the dinner roll. And so I'll just have different things like that. And then on a refeed day and Sunday, pretty much have whatever I want within the specific calories of a cut. So I have a couple, like I said, a couple meals that are like more consistent. And this is one of the more consistent meals. So I'll start off with an apple. And then I have Quest protein bar. Plus ratio protein yogurt. It's 25 grams of protein. And then, let's see if I can get this. Sometimes it depends on how many calories I have for the day. I'll have more whole eggs, or I'll add in some egg whites if it's a lower calorie day. Watch out, kitty. I forgot my salsa, so I'm having to use some Taco Bell hot sauce. And these are one of the base meals. Lower carbs. An average day for the cut has been lower carbs. Well, I've gotten it lower carbs as time is going on. So apple and the protein bar are the carbs for this meal. And I don't know how I'm gonna do the macros. I'll probably just, hey, get back. You're not eating my eggs, boy. I know the protein for this, I got 25 for the yogurt, 20 for this, that's 45. The eggs are 35? Is that right? 35 and then 45 makes 80, so about 80 grams of protein for this meal. The carbs are 24 for that, and then an apple is like 80 calories, so that makes it about like 20 carbs as well. So about 40 something carbs plus the yogurt. Yogurt, how many carbs? 8 carbs in the yogurt. What did that make it? Like 50 carbs? 50 carbs for this meal. So yeah, it's really trying to think how many carbs total for the day. I don't know. I'll add them up throughout the day. But yeah, so about 40 to 50 carbs for this meal and about 80 grams of protein. And then fat. I don't know, like I just try to get low carbs, high protein for this. Honestly, not really thinking much right now. I'm just trying to, I'm thinking about food. Not really much to talk about. But like I said, no car talk. I'm gonna just do these meals, and then I'll have another meal right before my workout. And that's one of my favorite ones. That's one of my favorite meals. It's a smoothie. So I'm gonna chow this down and then hopefully have more energy to talk more about stuff after this. I actually gotta take a shower. I stink. Actually, I do have something to talk about. What I do for a cut to make sure you really got to double down on counting every calorie. So when I cook my eggs, I use Irish butter. You gotta make sure to count those calories too, because I think it was a tablespoon. A tablespoon of that butter is 100 calories. So whenever you track your calories, you gotta count shit like that too. It's 100 extra calories. And if you don't track that, if you don't track the little things throughout the day, that shit can add up, and then you're basically putting you right back at maintenance. Yeah, make sure to count that shit. And also what I'll do is make sure, like, if there's something that could be a range of calories, I make sure to max out that calories. So let's say my meal tracks out to, well, my whole meal right now is 890 calories, including that butter. So even if there's some scrapings and shit that I don't finish, I'm still gonna have 890 calories. That way I'll undereat, because you don't want to overeat on a cut. So even if I only eat like 800 of the 890 calories, and even if I'm 90 calories below, that still keeps me in a cut. Instead of like, I track 890 calories and then I somehow end up eating 930 calories. That puts me over, reduces the cut. Not something you want to do. Make sure you overestimate the calories that you're eating and count everything, even the small stuff, the butter, or if you use oil, olive oil, if you have, I don't know, like little sugar-free stuff, you know, sometimes that shit can still have calories in it. So to make sure you cut, you got to count every calorie, which I use MyFitnessPal. So it makes it easier to just like jot down the second you eat something, just jot it down and it'll all be kept right there. So yeah, this meal, 890 calories. And today is a 2,800 calorie day. So that's 2,800 calories. And about each meal is gonna be about around 900 calories. Leave a little bit of room for, you know, a snack or two or something. Oh. That's it. There's actually some things I wanted to talk about cutting wise, about at least how I'm cutting. So, you know, some days on like when you're working out, some days you work out and some days you don't. So how I base my cutting and how many calories I have per day is based on what workload. What's up, buddy? Come here. You wanna get in the camera? How many calories I have is based on the workload that I have for the day. So on my upper body days, that's like a medium workload. Obviously everything's at 100%, but like comparatively, upper body is the second most workload out of the week. So, but it's medium workload. So that's like right at the average amount of calories that I'm gonna have for the week. And for leg days, since it's 2 days, that's gonna have more calories. And shoulders and arms is gonna be the least amount of workload, weightlifting, workout wise. So it's gonna have the least amount of calories for that day. And then on the days that I have rest days, that's the least amount of calories. Since I'm not working out at all, I won't really have that many calories at all. So average for the whole week, right now I'm trying to do 2,800 calories. So that means on upper body days, it would be just 2,800 calories. And then on leg days, that's 3,000 calories. And then shoulders and arms, 2,600 calories. And then rest days, 2,400 calories. Now for Saturdays, they're my heaviest week. They're my heaviest workload of the week. It's the hardest leg workout and probably the most intensity for sprinting, my morning workouts. That's gonna be my refeed day. I have one refeed day a week, and that's Saturdays. Now, when you do a refeed, you don't want to just pig out and not count calories. I still count calories even on a refeed day. I go, depending on how much calories I've had for the week beforehand. Sometimes I'll have less calories than, so I'll say Monday, upper body, 2,800 calories. If I end up only eating 27, and then other days only eat lower and lower, I could have more on the refeed day. But if everything's perfect, a refeed Saturday would be about 3,600 calories. And that's only like, that's only like 200 above my maintenance. So like I said, you don't want to just pig out and not count. Still got to count the calories. So when everything's said and done, like I said, 2,800 on one day, 3,000, 2,600, 2,400, all of that adds up for the whole week at average of 2,800 calories per day. So whatever that is, 28 times 7. So when you get to like the average, it's probably like 20,000 calories for the whole week. And if you divide that by 7, about 2,800. So that's pretty much that's how I schedule. Like I said, you got to find I haven't said this yet. You got to find the perfect plan for you. I found one that works absolutely perfectly for me. And that's, like I said, the more workload you have for that day, the more calories you can have. Great, I got cat hair in my mouth now. But if you're not working out at all, like bottom out your calories. You don't really want to eat anything for that day because you're not working out. But you gotta do what works best for you, which, like I said, I kind of fell into this plan. Wasn't really like, I'm gonna do exactly this and exactly this right before my cut, and then I started cutting. I kind of just like, all right, let's see where this goes, and I found something that works absolutely perfectly for me. Like I said, I've been losing weight at a pretty incremental, like, I mean, obviously there's ups and downs. After my refeed, it'll spike up a little bit, but then it plummets right back down, and it's a pretty straight line. Like overall, like all the lows are straight down. Like I said, I have a MyFitnessPal, and I put my weight in that too, weight and calories, and there's a graph, and it shows you the graph. I might put it in this, just take a little screenshot and put it in here. I'm gonna do it to show you. But like I said, you gotta find something that works for you. And this thing works. So if you want to try it, if you want to start off when you do a cut, if you want to implement my strategy, go ahead. It might not work perfectly for you, but it's a pretty good start. I mean, it worked good for me. But we're gonna move on to the next meal, and then go to the workout after that. All right, we're here with meal number 2. I said it's a smoothie. I wonder if I can get this camera lower. I don't like how high it is. Well, let me adjust you guys real quick. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Maybe that's a little bit lower. We got ourselves a smoothie here. It's topped off right there. So it is, first I'll tell you what it is and then why it does it that way, why I does it. It is a cup of dried oats, 2 scoops of peanut butter, 2 bananas, and then a scoop and a half of protein powder. Now, why I like this smoothie and why it's one of my favorites, it's easy to adjust the calories. It's like I said, some days have higher workload, more calories, and then medium, and then lower. So with this, if I need to lower the calories on it, I could just take out a banana. And the reason I take out a banana instead is because it's carbs, so I get rid of the carbs. A little bit leaner of a smoothie. And then same with the last meal, the eggs. I can have either 5 whole eggs if I can have more calories, or if I want and have to, I can start putting some egg whites in there. Still get the protein, but it's lower calories. So that's kind of what I go for on a cut, is meals that I can easily replace. Like I can substitute, like take something out a little bit, take one ingredient out, add an ingredient. That's why this thing is super nice. So the macros for this smoothie, I say it's right now, it's the 900 calorie version. So for the oats, a cup of oats, that'd be about 50 carbs. The bananas, 2 bananas gonna be about 50 carbs again, so that's 100 carbs. And the peanut butter, I think it's about 108. The protein powder has a couple, so it's like 110 carbs. 110 carbs, the protein, let's see, 37 for the protein powder. Peanut butter's gonna have like 8, so it's like 45. And then the oats have a little bit, so close to 50. So this thing's about 100 carbs, 50 protein. And it's easy to go down, it's super tasty. I also add a little bit of cinnamon just to give a little bit extra flavor. But what's also good about this, right before the workout, is the bananas, the quick carbs. So I can get that in right before my workout, give me a little bit of energy to just get a nice extra little pump going. I need to start taking these more. I'm gonna start taking a multivitamin more because I do not get enough vitamin D. I don't go outside in the winter because it's cold, and then in Missouri it goes instantly to 90 degrees. So then I don't go outside again because it's too hot. So I gotta get some vitamin D in there, which I would recommend adding more vitamins and supplements and all that if you don't get enough, especially in a cut because you don't get enough nutrients in general. But I don't think how much. I don't know. This probably isn't the best multivitamin, but I might have to get some vitamin D to get more nutrients, because vitamin D is huge for just daily living. Because I mean, before we got houses, we were always out in the sun. But I'm gonna down this and then get to the workout, which is upper body. Now it's 2 o'clock right now, so I want to try to hurry and finish this. I want to get there before the teenager rush, if you know what I mean. On some of those, got those high school kids that go around. They stick to that school schedule and they get into summer and they start going to the gym at like 3. I want to get there before that, so I can get a couple videos in without, having to put my camera in awkward spaces so it doesn't bump into anybody doesn't bump into it. Let's down this thing. Might get a fucking brain aneurysm. fuck's going on in my head, dude? I have so much tension in my neck. It's killing me. What the fuck? Dude. Alright. I don't know what's going on in my neck, but every time I do a lift with any weight, it just feels like everything in the back of my head, all the tendons and all that, it just feels like they're about to snap. It is so tense, and I don't know why. Like after that first set of incline dumbbell, like it felt like I literally had an aneurysm. It felt like it was going to just burst out of the back of my head. I have no idea why. It has literally never happened the entire cut, or really the entire bulk. Like it's never happened in the past 2 years. I don't know what it was. So I can't even fucking do any weight without it fucking hurting. So I'm gonna try to do some regular ass push-ups, do some pull-ups, try to work on something. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh. Fuck. Even with that, my neck is killing me. It's like any amount of blood pressure, any amount of tension that I'm pushing, it's just, or pulling, even on the pull-ups, pull-downs, it's all going right to my fucking neck. I don't get it. This is literally, I've never had this before. And this is the time I can remember. Oh, fuck. And it hurt right there too. Not as bad, so I'm gonna try and do a couple more of those, I guess, and do some pull-ups. I'm gonna have to call it. I don't know what's going on, dude. Right here, right in the back of my neck. The only thing I can think of that I did differently was that I had that shake and the smoothie right before my workout. I don't normally go right into a workout with a big meal. I usually either have something small, or before I was working out in the mornings. But I've had to change my schedule recently, so now I have to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to change my schedule again probably. This shit's killing me. Got one more of these and I'll do some pull-ups. Then I'll have to call it. Still a good set. My head is killing me. Let's do some pull-ups. God damn, bro. What the fuck? Shit is killing me. Damn. You said that? Shit has never, ever happened before. Especially not in this level of intensity. I can't even do a set of fucking pull-ups without actually fucking being in, like, not muscular pain, just fucking annoyance pain. Like, after every set, even just as simple as pull-ups, I feel like I want to fucking throw up. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna take a fucking fat bong rip after this, though. Try to fucking negate some of the pain or whatever. I fucking know. Still got somewhat of a fucking chest bump from that fucking, from those, explosive push-ups. I'm still getting shredded, my weight's still going down, so it's gonna look better than last time. But fuck, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened today. Right before vacation, too, so I can't even get a good upper body workout for my last one. It's not gonna be as serious, but whatever. See some of those nice striations. Oh, that's right in my back of my head. That's a little back pain right there at least. That's cool. Let's do some back moves. So you start to get these lines right here, the love handle lines, the V-taper lines, those are my favorite. You can also see the little shadow right here from my vein, from my abs. See how much I got left. Still got a little bit. My obliques are more shredded than right here in the front abs. A little weird. Alright, let's get in the car. My headache's killing me. I feel utterly defeated. I have never had, at least in my recent memory, I've never had to cut a workout like that. Because upper body days are one of my favorite. I was honestly looking forward to those incline dumbbell presses. But like I said, I felt like I was gonna throw up after every set, and the tension and like physical pain, not just like, oh, I got a nice pump, my chest is hurting, it's gonna rip through the skin. It was just like actual pain. Like the only thing I did differently is I had that shake and then went right to the workout, which I mean, I've eaten before and gone right into a workout and I've never had that. I don't get what that was. Maybe it's the stress about to go on vacation. I don't know. I gotta get home and go have this last meal, which is also another one I look forward to because it's so easy. It's so effective, which I'll show you before we get there. Well, what was gonna happen, it doesn't matter now because it's already passed. But if you guys want to try the workout that I was going to do in total, I did the first two can be interchangeable. You should probably actually do this other one first and then do the incline bench. I do single arm cable rows. I like to do single arm cable stuff because I feel more connected to the muscle itself. Like if I do two at the same time, it's hard for me to flex both of them equally. So I usually do single arm and then focus on that one muscle. That kid's walking by himself in the middle of the street. What the hell? I usually do, some chick's driving up to him and asking him if he's okay. I don't know what he's doing. But if I do single arm, I can focus on the end of like that muscle first. I focus on it better. So I do that single arm cable row, and then do incline dumbbell, and then the pull downs, which I did do. And then after the pull downs, you do some cable. Well, hold on. When you do it in the pull downs, superset that with the explosive push-ups that I also still did. So you superset after the wide grip pull downs with those explosive push-ups, and then after that, for the actual next set, you do cable flies. You can either do them from high to low or low to high. Honestly, it depends. If you do like more of a flat bench, then you want to do high cable rows to hit more of your upper chest. But if you do an incline bench, you can kind of do like an even or like more of a down to like get lower or mid pecs, just to get over the whole pec. And then after you have done the cable flies, you superset that with some pull-ups, either reverse grip or wide grip. I like to do wide grip because I feel like I need more wide lat muscles. And then after you get done with that, then you do I don't really know the exact. It's a machine row. It's like a pendulum row, where that weight itself is more like a pendulum. But I kind of lower the seat down so it's more like a mid-back row. You use your traps like that, so you see me extend like this, and then I do that and then pull. So I get some like high back, mid-traps type stuff. And that would have been the full workout, which, I mean, you've seen it before. I've done it before on here, on YouTube, and on TikTok. But that's what the full workout is supposed to be. But I did what I could today. Like I said, I genuinely don't know what it is. I'm going to have to take a bong rip or something, because my head and back of my neck is killing me. And it was so sudden, too. Like, I had there was no I don't know, like, what would you call it? No prerequisite. Like, there was nothing that said, hey, you're gonna have a headache. It was just boom, there it was, and then it just stuck. Well, I did what I could. I still felt like I got some blood in my chest. Did some pull-ups still. You just gotta do what you gotta do, man. But maybe that's a sign that I do need a vacation. Like I said, I'm gonna take this week. It's gonna be a little bit of a lighter week. I'm gonna try and do, like I said, I haven't said this yet. I keep saying like I said. I have some dumbbells I'm gonna bring with me so I can still get some work while I'm gone. But I'm gonna do a lot. I've been doing a lot of hiking and shit, so my legs are really gonna be grinding. I'm gonna take a maintenance break. I still got cutting calories today, cut calories tomorrow, but then Wednesday, so my maintenance break starts. It's gonna be so nice to get some maintenance calories in. I don't think I've said my weight yet. I'm at 185 right now, so I've lost, and this is the start of week 11, which means I've done 10 weeks now. 10 weeks, and I've lost about 13 to 14 pounds. So it's like 1.3 to 1.4 pounds of weight loss per week. Very consistent. Just said earlier, you gotta find that program that works perfectly for you, and this thing has worked perfectly for me. I kind of fell into it, honestly. But we've been doing good. The cut's been going great. I don't see any reason why it's gonna slow down. I can, like, once I get back from this maintenance break, I can just cruise onto the finish line, get pretty lean, get maybe right below 180, and then that way when I refeed, I'll get up to like a lean, healthy 180. And then just, start preparing for my Olympic 40-yard dash, which isn't a real thing, but the Olympics will be right around when I want a time and when I'll be peaked out for athleticism. And then after the Olympics, I'm gonna start bulking again. Oh, so let's get into the final meal of the day. We've got 3 meals a day. And the next one of my favorites. Let's get it. Alright. So that nightmare of a workout is over. Honestly, that was probably one of the worst workouts I've had in a while that I can remember. I think I have some ideas as why my fucking headache happened, but they're irrelevant to the video. So, final meal on an average day of eating for me. One of my favorites. An entire pound of ground beef and a splurge of mustard. It's 1 pound of 85/15 ground beef. So the macros for it come out to 960 calories. What did I say? 68 grams of fat. And then 84 grams of protein, 0 carbs. Honestly, I didn't start my cut with this. I was doing burger patties and some rice. But when I switched over to this, I noticed my weight per week went down a little bit more than usual. And I felt like my testosterone was higher. I don't know if it actually was, but it felt like it was higher. So that's why I started eating these. Like, it's super easy to make, and it's probably the healthiest thing I eat for the entire day. If this whole filming and shit was more of a whole job for me, I would try to make every meal something like this. Like, I would get rid of the protein bar, get rid of that yogurt, have more, just more meats and more whole foods. If I had the money and time to focus 100% on my diet, it would definitely be whole foods. My God, my physique would be 10 times better because I would only be eating, well, not only, I'd have a snack here and there, but mainly whole foods like this. I'd have 3 beef bowls per day. Oh my God. Dude, a whole fucking beef diet like that? Oh my God, but gotta have some variety, so probably do lots of the eggs and all that. But this is about an average day for me. And like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays are a little bit different, and Saturdays are refeeds. But Saturdays still have some of the same diet like this. Like, I'll still have the smoothie, and then I'll still have the eggs and the apple and all that. But dinner throughout the week is usually more sporadic. It can be different. But if I was to be consistent, it would be this. Like, I have this about 3 times a week. But the one thing that stays consistent is that smoothie and the eggs and apple and all that. Those 2 are definitely like consistent throughout the week. But dinner's a little bit different. But to be more consistent, it would be this beef bowl. So the macros for today, the calories would be 2,800 for today. I still have like 100-something calories left over. Like I said, I can have an extra snack now. Protein, I said first meal is about 80. This is 90, or about 84. So 80, 84, 164 plus the smoothie is about 50. So So it's about 200 to 210 grams of protein. Carbs, what was the carbs? Smoothie was like 110. And then the apple and all that, like, so probably 160 carbs. Is that right? And then fats are like one something. But no, I'm just trying to make sure I get at least 200 grams of protein, especially when I switch to this. This really helped get me my protein goals up. Which is why I have it, honestly. Just so I could get that extra bit of protein. Because before, with the beef patties and the rice, it's a lot more carbs, but I switched to this. My weight started going down more, and my waist looks a little bit leaner too. So that's why I did that. Yeah, that's about what I eat in a day, with a little bit of variety for dinner. But that's pretty much about it for food-wise. Now, once I get more big boy money, this will change. But some of it might stay consistent. I still might have this, even if I were to be rich. I'd still probably have this. And then the eggs and apple. You know, the smoothie's not really bad. Honestly, I like it because it's easier to get down because you just drink it. So as like I said, it's not unhealthy. It's more on the healthy side. It's probably like 90% healthy. The only thing that would be bad maybe is the protein powder. It's not a whole food type thing. But other than that, this is what I eat in a day to get shredded. Said it's been working for me. I'm down 13.5 pounds. And that's about it. So there probably won't be a video next weekend. But once I get back, that's when shit will really get kicked into high gear. So I'll have a couple days of maintenance calories, and then I just cruise on to the finish line of this cut, get absolutely diced, and then get ready for the Olympics. Well, my Olympics. I ain't going to the actual Olympics. Ain't no way. Not right now. But probably see you guys in 2 weeks.